At the top, first on 4, a convicted killer who escaped justice is back in the spotlight. Amit Livingston allowed to flee as part of the Cameron County cash for court favors scandal.
The case mentioned in the sentencing of former DA Armando Villalobos, but what is the current DA doing to catch him? Action 4's Untitled Chapter has more live for us.
Marcy, Ryan, tomorrow will mark 6 years since convicted killer Amit Livingston walked out of the 404th State District Court and was never seen again. But the case has not been forgotten.
I will not rest until we capture him.
Cameron County District Attorney Luis Saenz is speaking about a man who got away with murder. Amit Livingston pleaded guilty to the October 2005 murder of Edinburgh teacher Ermila Hernandez. Her body found on the shores of South Padre Island. Although sentenced to 23 years in prison for the crime, Livingston was allowed to stay free on a $500,000 bond until his prison assignment was ready. But instead of reporting to prison, investigators believe he fled to his home country of India.
Le vendió la libertad. Lo que pedimos es que lo sigan buscando.
The victim's mother, Hermila Garcia, speaking after the sentencing of Armando Villalobos. The former DA sentenced to 13 years in federal prison for allowing Livingston to flee, while he and others divided up the $500,000 bond for themselves.
We know where he is, and we're making efforts to capturing him.
Saenz says his office has made the case a priority. They know where Livingston is living overseas, but are working with the U.S. Marshals to extradite him back to the United States. Saenz says one of their goals is to get the case listed as the U.S. Marshals' top 15 most wanted.
If we can do that, then that'll free up more resources and hopefully, be able to move this thing along.
But Saenz says his office is finding other ways to keep up the heat. They even created a Facebook page to make sure everyone knows Livingston is wanted for murder.
Even though we had the Villalobos sentencing yesterday, and that'll go a long way to moving this county forward, I believe that we won't be able to close that chapter until the capture of Livingston is completed, because that's still an open wound for this office and for Mrs. Garcia, the family.
Now, federal court records do show that Livingston is officially listed as a fugitive by the U.S. government. His last known location, Hyderabad, India. In the studio, Sergio Chapa, Action 4 News.
All right, Sergio, thank you for that. Thousands are clicking on this story and our coverage of the cash for court favors scandal.
Where do you stand on all of this, Valley? Let us know at facebook.com/Action4News. You can also tweet us at KGBT.